water supply and sanitary project. This project has to be understood along with the layout and planning. For all the house, industry, commercial place, for each and every area which we have discussed in layout planning needs water supply and sanitary facility. How to give these two facility for the residents? Here we will be discussing this, and for this type of project, first recognition survey for selection of site and conceptualization of project is required, which is done earlier with layout and planning. So for that same area, we will be providing water supply and sanitary for those layout. So this is our aim for this project, and examination of source of water supply. So this part is covered under new tank project. So the place where you are having new tank project will be the source of water supply or RTP, both. If there is any tank around your area, if there is any dam, so that is the source of water for supplying water for each and every people, and calculation of quantity of water based on the existing and projected population. So in that layout, you can calculate the total number of plots available, and according to that plot, the type, the number of residents could be calculated, and for that you can assume the quantity of water required for that layout. So after finding that quantity and for that population, you can extend your project. And next thing is preparation of village map by using total station. Now the same area which is being surveyed as layout planning will be now surveyed by using total station, and a map will be arrived through this total station experiment. And the survey work required for laying of water supply and underground drainage, and what are the survey which is required for each and every layout is being discussed here, and location of sites for water tank. And so the structure which we are considering is new tank project, and while taking the water from the tank or dam, you need a local water site. So that is elevated water tank. You can find in each and every street you will be having a elevated water tank or a ground level water tank. So from that source of water supply from the dam, each and every street will be having a local water tank. So for the sanitary and water project, you need water tank and septic tank. So you should design these two structures in a particular point. Why map is required here in this project is, after finding the area and the topography of the map, then you can provide the water tank or septic tank, water tank and septic tank, so that the water will be flowing and proper head and force will be available to supply for each and every users. And selection of type of tank to be provided, that is ground level or overhead and underground. If proper head is available, then ground level water tank is enough. If you are not having enough pressure, then you have to go for overhead water tank. And next thing is design of all elements, preparing drawing with the report. So these are the things. If you want to supply water for a community, if you want to design sanitary for a community, you need this survey. And what are the data which has to be verified is geological data, hydrological, that is amount of rainfall, and how about the altitude, will come under geological data, and sanitary conditions, topography showing the various points, density of population in various zones. This may help in positioning of intake work. So what do you mean by intake work? See, I will explain here. So this is known as intake work. You will be having a pond or a water. So a certain structure is being constructed. This will be a perforated pipe. So this is infiltration gallery. So a perforated pipe will be here. So through this perforation, the water passes inside the tank. So this structure is called intake structure. So the water level will get raised and you can pump the water and you can supply to the filtration tank. Yes, this is known as intake work. So you have to locate the intake work. You will be having a new tank. From this tank, you should locate the intake work. So where you pump the water. And next thing is treatment plant. After pumping the water has to be treated. So where the treatment plant is located and the type and system to be adopted for conveyance and distribution of water system. So from this new tank project, you should locate these 2 points. So this is why the map of the project is very much useful. So after getting that contour with the map, you will be able to locate the treatment plant and the water tank easily. And legal data of land and public opinion is also essential. So in this area, you will be conducting the new tank project or restoration tank project, and the people will be living to the adjacent area. So you have to locate a intake structure here, and then this is an example I am showing. You have to exactly find the contour and in order to locate the points. So after that, you can provide water tank somewhere, and from here the water has to be distributed to all the layout or all the buildings. And also for sewage, that is for sanitary works, the sanitary pipes has to be installed along with the road, and it has to be collected, and at the lower point of this area you have to provide a septic tank or a collection chamber. For all collection chamber, you will be collecting the sanitary waste and it has to be collected in the septic tank. So this has to be surveyed here. Now what are the objective for water supply project? New source project, you should find a source of water and augmentation scheme. So in future, how we can expand this, and water treatment system where the water is treated, pumping system where the water is pumped and it is distributed. And for sewage project, you have to locate sewage system and sewage treatment facility. In a land, we cannot provide all this structure which I have discussed here, that is pumping area, water treatment area, we cannot locate somewhere. It has to be located in a proper point so that everything requires minimum cost, most efficient outcome, so that the engineering survey is required here. And after collecting that sewage, a solid waste management project, that is how to manage those sanitary waste and where to dispose those sanitary waste. So these are the things which has to be located. So in surveying, we will be deciding where to locate. So without survey, we cannot say that this structure can be located at a particular point. Hence, the survey is mandatory. Now, first you have to conduct a fly level from waste weir. So now you know the waste weir where you located this point in new tank project, that is benchmark. You know that benchmark, and establish a temporary benchmark near infiltration well. So this is known as infiltration well or intake. So from that you should locate an intake and fix the zero drainage near the proposed infiltration well. So after getting that map, the infiltration well should be taken as zero drainage, and the profile leveling has to be conducted from there. What do you mean by profile leveling? That is LS and CS. You should go towards the area. See, if here you are having the intake structure, you should follow, you should proceed the survey from the intake structure to the water tank. Say for example, if you are providing water tank here, you should conduct the profile leveling here, and for each and every 30 meter or 10 or 20 meter interval, the RL of the points has to be taken, and the cross section, that is for conducting cross section survey, the distance can be taken as 1 meter or 1.5 meter on either sides. For each LS longitudinal section, you need a cross section. So then you could be identify the profile of the path of pipe. Initially run the alignment along the side of road. So if you are having the road, so along the side of road, that is adjacent to road, this survey has to be conducted. Continue the survey with the alignment approximately parallel to the existing line till the ground level reservoir is reached. So this is known as the water tank. So from the intake to the water tank, this LS and CS has to be conducted. Then establish the temporary benchmark near the ground level reservoir. At the water tank point, you should identify the temporary benchmark. How you should take the temporary benchmark? The permanent benchmark will be at Muktinaga temple. You should know the temporary benchmark at the water tank, that is ground level reservoir. Measure the dimension of ground level reservoir and find the capacity. Further, the survey should be conducted for ground level reservoir to the layout area. And now you know the layout area, and what you have to do is you have to conduct another profile leveling to get the details of gravity main. So after getting the water supply, that is water tank, you should run towards the road along the layout in order to get the profile of this layout. So longitudinal and cross sectional profile has to be identified. This is another example. This is another intake structure where you are having a bore well, and by that you are taking the water. This is another type of intake, and this is a intake which is near sea water. Note that the longitudinal section may have 30 meter intervals and cross section at 90 meter with 1 meter intervals with the center line, 3 meter on each side of the center line of main. So you can prepare the drawing for that. And sewage project. So this is for water supply, and for sewage the project should provide a proper under drainage system which accessories including drop manholes. The sewer should be designed as a closed conduct. Note that in water supply we will be using a pump. In sewage project, the sanitary waste has to flow through gravity only. The slope could be evaluated using Manning's formula. The survey which you have made for water supply can be used for sewage project also. After the septic tank, the remaining structures has to be located by using the further surveying. Note that town surveying for getting a plan of sewage system indicating the center line of trunks, sewer, main sewer, submain and lateral. So these points has to be mentioned in that map. The longitudinal section has to be found out only for the main sewers. Okay, so you can go through these steps. The LS and CS has to be followed for both water supply and sanitary project. These are the types of plans which has to be drawn. I hope that you got some valuable points for conducting the survey, and this is a complete set of conducting a survey for a project. So the project not only is a survey, after conducting the survey you can locate the points where you can construct a, say for example, a weir, a sluice point, a canal. Then you have to design the structures. You should design the earthen dam, you can design the intake structure and groundwater tank, septic tank. Everything has to be designed for each and every project. All the structure and engineering structures, all the engineering structures has to be designed. So this project will get completed after conducting the survey and giving the proper design for this project. So by this survey, extensive survey project, you have a complete idea on, for a set of people, for a community of people, how you can take water, where is the source of water, and what is the quantity of water which is required, and during an extension how to improve our structure and how to extend, upgrade our structure. So this we have discussed, and after that how to lay roads and how to lay the highway between 2 points, and after that we came to know that how to plan a layout and what are the facilities has to be given after a layout. So as a civil engineer you will be getting a complete idea of how the society works. So in your curriculum subjects, many of the subjects you will be discussing a single point of structure. So in this extensive survey project you are making a project for a community, not for a single person. All the individual structure is being connected. So in environmental engineering you would have studied the water and what are the qualities and what are the structures. In design of RC elements you would have designed, you would have understood how to design a water tank, how to design a house, you know that. But this extensive survey project links all the subjects, that is surveying, environment, structural, transportation, all the branches of civil engineering, and which binds into a single subject. So this is the first session, this is the first part of extensive survey project, and the second phase of this survey, extensive survey project will be designing of a structure, and after designing the structure your project will be get fulfilled. So right now your project is, you are giving a complete facility as a civil engineer to a particular people at near Muktinaga temple. You are designing all the structures and you are making a rough idea how to make a community or how to develop a community. I hope you enjoyed all the first part of this modules. Happy learning. See you again. Thank you.